and this is Claire Minded, and then today I'm going to be featuring Vata Dosha treatment. It's an Ayurvedic medicine for dehydration. It's called VataADE, and it basically acts as this rejuvenating concoction, elixir, whatever you want to call it, to help with any dehydration symptoms that you're experiencing. I learned it in school. It's called VataADE, and it is going to be the perfect supplement for you to kind of reboost and revitalize any dehydration symptoms that you're experiencing. In this video, I'm going to be explaining what causes Vata dehydration. I'll give you the signs and the symptoms of things to look for to see if you have dehydration, and then I'll explain what VataADE is and why it works, and then I'll show you how to make it and how to use it. So things that can cause a Vata dehydration, the first thing that seems pretty obvious is a lack of oil and water in the body. Like you're just, you have a lack of fluids in your system. But some other things that can cause dehydration, specifically in the Vata dosha, are things like excessive travel. Because when you're traveling around a lot, you're moving a lot, you're becoming more dry. Just travel innately makes you more dry because there's so much air and movement happening. Other things like fear. Fear can cause excess dryness. Excessive sun exposure. When you're laying out too long, you start to dry up externally and internally. Maybe you're consuming too much alcohol or caffeine. Those are super drying for the body. Over-exertion or anorexia even. And potentially ama has the ability to mix with vata or pitta, and this can cause you to have depleted hunger or thirst, which will make you stop wanting any food or drink, which will make that fluid intake less than, and that could lead to some dehydration. So signs of a Vata dehydration, specifically for the Vata dosha, are things like dry mouth, dry skin, having a rough throat, a feeble voice, rambling speech, maybe some abnormal thinness to your frame, exhaustion, or sleeplessness. These are all signs of a Vata dehydration. So now what the heck is VataADE? It's a super simple concoction, and it basically just helps re-lubricate and revitalize the fluids in your body. VataADE works because it aids in the absorption of water back into the body. So it really rehydrates you, and it brings in all of the nutrients that you kind of need to hold on to water within your system. So now let's go into the kitchen and I'll show you how to make this beautiful VataADE. Okay, so all we need for the VataADE, we need about 1.5 quarts of freshly purified water. We need some fresh cracked pink Himalayan salt. You want it high quality, whatever salt you're using. A tablespoon of maple syrup, and then preferably a lemon, but all I have is a lime right now. So getting your fresh purified water, we're gonna squeeze our lemon or lime juice into about 1.5 quarts of water here. We're gonna dump 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then 1/4 teaspoon of fresh cracked salt. Give that a little stir. And super simple. So now you have this VataADE here. You can leave it steeping overnight if you want, or pour yourself a glass right away. Pour ourselves a nice little cup. And this is VataADE. It's super simple, and it's really gonna help rehydrate your body. And yeah, you're gonna feel super hydrated and delicious. Enjoy. And this is going to be great specifically for the Vata dosha, but it'll also be super good for pitta dosha as well.